Hey, this is Vik JC, and in this video I'm going to show you a brand new method of getting your most competitive Amazon keywords to page 1. This is an unheard of brand new Amazon FBA keyword ranking method for 2019. Now this video is meant to be watched by anyone who has just started their Amazon journey and just wanted to start learning about how you actually start ranking for these super competitive keywords. This is also for anyone who has just ordered their product or who has just launched their Amazon product into the Amazon FBA business world. And what happens when you start ranking for super competitive keywords? Actually, do you know what competitive keywords are? Well, these are keywords that are highly searched for on the internet, and all of your competitors or your biggest competitors are being ranked for. So why do we want to rank for these keywords? Well, if we rank for the competitive keywords that are highly searched, which means there's high demand, so let's say there's 50,000, 100,000 people searching for this specific keyword, this would in turn get you more sales and more profits, so you'd have to order more product and it'll allow you to grow your business massively. Now this is an Amazon keyword method that is nowhere on the internet, and I should be the first person showing you how to actually do this. I'm also going to show you some proof right at the end of this video of it actually working for other people. So I'm going to show you some examples of products that are actually doing the exact same thing and it's working for them. So if you're one of those people who are struggling to rank for keywords, or you just want to learn how to get ranked for these keywords, make sure you watch it right to the end of this video, and I'm going to jump into the laptop now to show you how to do this. Okay, so it's really important that we take a step back to understand the context behind what we're about to do. So just remember, we are trying to rank for the most competitive keywords for your product so you can increase those sales, so you can get to page 1 for that specific keyword. So this is the unheard of version. No one's actually told you this on the internet. So the first thing that you would have done when you were finding your product is you would have used a product research tool like Helium 10. You would have used either Black Box or you would have used Jungle Scout to find a product. You would have put in the criteria, gone and done your analysis, and then you would have ordered your product, and then you would have been shipping it over to your Amazon FBA warehouse and then selling it online with your listing. So by now you will have a listing ready and available. If you're a beginner and you're just learning, don't worry, just follow along. This is the stage where once you have your listing, or you've already started selling, or you're just about to start selling, this is the piece that you really need to understand and focus on. So you would have done your product research and found and launched your product. And the next thing you would have done is you would have got your keyword research done so you can launch your PPC campaign, your marketing campaign, so people can see your product. You would have used a keyword research tool like Helium 10's Magnet, and then you would have also put all of the words that come up in this, well, the most relevant and highly searched keywords, you would have put that into your listing. You would have worked it into your title, your listing, and your description. The next thing that you want to do now in order to get ranked for those highly competitive keywords is you want to use Cerebro to begin with. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use this in a very different way than you may have seen in the past or in other videos that I may have shown you or others may have shown you. First of all, let's go to Amazon.com and let's find a product that we're going to use as an example. And for this example, I want to use a gymnastics mat. So this is a gymnastics mat, as you can see over here. There's tons available. There's only 1,000 results, so there's not that much competition for this. However, let's pick a product that we can actually use. So let's say we've already launched a product. We're not ranking for gymnastics mat. And by the way, we don't know how many people search for this keyword yet, but I'm going to show you how many people actually do. So as you can see, this number changes, so watch out for that. There's a little tip there for you. So we're going on to page 3, and let's pick a product that is our product. Let's use this one. $100. Only 5 reviews. They're on 3rd page, so they're doing okay. Let's use that one as an example. So this is our product. We've launched this product. but as you can see, we're on third page and we're not ranking for gymnastics mat, and that's what we're aiming to rank for. So this is our product. We're selling it for $100. We've got 2 variations, 2 colors, and we've only got 5 reviews. So you want to grab your ASIN number, which is at the top in the URL, or if you scroll down, you also have the ASIN here if you have Helium 10. And by the way, if you want Helium 10, if you want to try it out, there is a small free trial that you get with it. But if you want 50% off for the full version, so you can get full access to the full suite of Helium 10, you can get the 50% discount code that I'll put in the description for you. So click on the link and then use the discount coupon code that I've put in the link. Well, I'll put in the description for you with the link. Right, so then the ASIN number can also be taken from here. So you copy that number and you paste it into Cerebro. You hit get keywords, and what this is doing is it's doing a reverse ASIN lookup. So it's telling us what we are actually being found for, what keywords we are being found for with this listing. Right, as you can see, it'll order it by the organic rank. But as you can also see here, the search volume for these are pretty low, which is good. It's good to still be ranked for these keywords because you'll still be getting sales from these keywords. But what we want to do is we want to order this by search volume, because remember, we are looking for the highly searched keywords, the highly competitive keywords. So as you can see here, we are not ranked for yoga mat at all. So that's going to be a tough one to try and get into. The next one with 30,000 results, gymnastics mat. This is what I wanted to show you. There are 30,000 people every single month searching for gymnastics mat. So it's a highly searched keyword, and we are currently organically ranked at position 115. 115 is it's not bad, but as you saw, we're on third page, and not many people end up on third page when they're looking at gymnastics mat. They're usually going to buy from the first few or the first page. Highly unlikely to buy from the second page unless the first page doesn't show them exactly what they want, which is generally unlikely. So we want to get to first page for gymnastics mat. And this is the keyword that we are going to use as an example of how you go about getting to first page. So we want to get to first page for gymnastics mat. How do you do this? Now, there will be some people who say, just put out a PPC campaign and make sure you put gymnastics mat, the keyword, into your title, your description, and your bullet points, and you should be fine. No, that's not the case. You will need to put in a little bit more effort than that. But this will only take about 5 minutes on showing you how to do this. And I'm also going to show you proof on how it actually is working for other people in this category as well, actually. Just looked at my hair. Looks all right, eh? It's looking suave today. Anyway, so the next thing you want to do to get ranked for that specific keyword, so when you're in Helium 10 Cerebro, you want to take the word gymnastics mat, and you want to make sure this word is relevant to your product. Gymnastics mat is obviously relevant to our product over here, so we're going to be using that. So within this section over here, you want to paste gymnastics mat. So this is going to show only phrases within here that contains the word gymnastics mat. And you want to select the all button, and you want to make sure the match type is organic, because we want to make sure that we're getting ranked organically and not by sponsored listing. Sponsored listing is if you're advertising, you're running your PPC campaigns, and it shows you kind of where you are within that. But we want to make sure that we get ranked organically for gymnastics mat. So you put that within here and you hit the apply button. And what Helium 10 Cerebro will do is give you all of the words that have gymnastics mat in it. So as you can see here, there's only 58 words, which is really great for us. And what you want to do is you want to see if you're ranked for any of these keywords. Now, as you can see, let me move me lower over here. Okay, so now as you can see, we're going to look down the organic rank column, and then we're going to look down the phrase column as well. Those are the two columns that we're looking at the moment. As you can see, for everything with gymnastics mat, we are being ranked, but we're not very highly ranked. There's one over here that we're ranked 19, which is good, so we're doing well there. But then everything else, there's one over here which is 30, which is good, means we're on first page for that. And there's one over here which is good, 27, another one 27. But as you can see, most of them are above the 30 mark. And then as we get into the lower searched volume, we seem to be doing okay-ish, but it's not great. So what we want to do is we want to start ranking for everything that contains the words gymnastics mat. How do we go about doing that? Well, the first thing you want to do is you need to implement as many of these that are relevant, by the way, into your listing. So you want to make sure you put all of these keywords into your listing. You need to put it into your title if possible. You want to put it into your description. You want to put it into your bullet points as well. But make sure you go down this list first. Let's say, for example, that your gymnastics mat is not air track. You want to make sure you get rid of that. So you only want to keep the relevant keywords. Gymnastics mat for kids, small, 10-foot, foam. Let's say yours is not made of foam. You get rid of that one. Let's say that yours is not a black gymnastics mat. You need to get rid of that. Let's say, for example, that the size is wrong over here. Then you just need to get rid of that. And the size is wrong over here. You need to get rid of that. You need to make sure that you're only picking out the words that are relevant for your specific product, because that's how we get click-through rates. That's how we end up getting purchases and people buying through. That's how we make those conversions. That's people landing on our page and buying our product, which is called conversions. And that's how you make sure you do that, and you keep that really high by making sure that the words that you're ranking for are relevant. So what you would do is you take all of this information over here and you go on to the next step, which is export all of that information to Frankenstein. So what Frankenstein does, Helium 10's Frankenstein, is it will bring all of the words in here for you. Now, you might be thinking, oh my God, there's 186 words. How on earth am I going to get that into my listing? How on earth am I going to put all of that into my title? You don't need to put all of it. The ones that come towards the top are obviously going to be the ones that are more highly searched. As we see here, we've ordered it by search volume. And that's the one that you want to keep towards the top. But we're not going to duplicate. We're not going to use gymnastics mat again and again and again and again. And we want to make sure we remove any duplicates. So what we want to do is we want to process this. We're going to remove the duplicates. We're going to convert to lowercase, not a big deal, and add only spaces. You could do it one phrase or one word per line if you want. We could do that, and that will end up like that. So let's process this. And as you can see, look, there's only 31 words now. Only 31 words. Now, you should be able to work in most of that, maybe not all the 31 words, but you should be able to work in most of that. Now, this is not the only thing that you need to do to make sure you get ranked for that. There's a next bit that I'm going to show you right now that it's going to be very, very, very crucial to make sure that you start getting ranked. Because as you start getting ranked for these lower keywords, let's go back to Cerebro. As you start getting ranked for these keywords down here, so waterproof gymnastics mat, you're also being ranked for gymnastics mat. And the more words that you have that include gymnastics mat, you will start to get ranked for the actual word that you want to rank for, like the keywords at the top here, like kids gymnastics mat and gymnastics mat, and you will start to get ranked for that. And as you get ranked for gymnastics mat and people search for gymnastics mat and they buy your product under that specific keyword, then your ranking will increase and you will start to get a portion of these sales, a share of this search volume. So that 30,000 people that are coming over to the first page, if you're at the top half of the first page, it's likely that you're going to get a lot of sales, and that in turn will get you more sales, more sales, more sales, more sales, and you will get into a brand new problem, which is, how do I manage my inventory? Now, if you want me to make a video around that and you've reached that stage or you're about to reach that stage about managing inventory, let me know in the comment section below and I'll make a video for you. But that is a good problem to have. So the next bit that you need to know is, so make sure you work all of these words into the title over here, losing my voice a little bit, into the title over here. make sure you put it into the bullet point section over here, and then you also have the description, which we'll have over here as well. Now this is a sponsored listing. No, this is a branded listing, so that's why they're able to put these beautiful pictures in. Now, if you want some information about branded listings, let me know in the comment section below as well. So that's what you do for the first step, and the second step I'm going to show you now. Let's close off Frankenstein. We're not going to use that now. You would go back to Cerebro and you need to use this here. Now remember, our goal is to increase the organic rank of these keywords over here. All of these keywords, we want to increase the organic rank, so eventually we can increase the organic rank of gymnastics mat. So we can get this between 1 and 30 ideally. Once you get this between 1 and 30 ideally, anything that's relevant, all of these should be well in between 1 and 30. There might be a few outliers here and there, but they'll be all between 1 and 30. The next thing that you need to do is PPC. You need to make sure you create a whole brand new marketing campaign around these specific keywords. So all you would need to do here is you would need to take these keywords. So you would copy these keywords to clipboard, and then you put it into a PPC campaign. Now I'm not going to go into the details of how you create a PPC campaign, because that's a whole nother few videos probably. There's so many different types of campaigns that you can create. But with this one, all you would need to do is you would need to put this into a PPC campaign. You may want to start off with $10, $20, $30 a day. Start off for that for the next 7 to 10 days or so. You may want to reduce it down to 20, but ideally I would suggest starting off with around the $20 mark and then adjusting your PPC campaigns on a daily to weekly basis as an absolute minimum. Now when I say adjusting, there's a whole nother video for that as well. Now if you want a video on PPC, make sure you comment in the section below. And that's all you need to do for this section. I want to show you some proof on how this actually is working for other people. They basically rank for all of these other keywords, and then they start ranking for gymnastics mat, which in turn ranks them back for all these other keywords. And as more and more customers buy these products through these keywords, they get ranked more highly organically. We're having to pay a lot less money. So you might need to put a little bit of money up front when you're doing your first PPC campaign. And it may not be massively profitable, but over time, within 1 to 3 months time, this campaign should be profitable. You should be making more sales, and then you'll have your next problem of making sure you manage your inventory properly. Now let's use an example of somebody else, and let me show you proof that this actually works. So let's go back to gymnastics mat. Let's go back to page 1. Where's page 1? Page 1, here we go. Okay, so let's ignore these sponsored listings. This person is the bestseller. This person is #1 for gymnastics mat, right? So what we want to do is we want to grab the ASIN. Now if you have Helium 10, you'll have the ASIN number over here, or you can grab it the other methods like I mentioned. You can grab it from the URL or the product description section. So we're going to grab the ASIN number over here. We're going to go over to Cerebro. Let's remove our ASIN and put in our competitors and get keywords. Now remember, it's gymnastics mat that we want to rank for. So what we want to see here is that this person is ranked for most of the words that include gymnastics mat organically. So we want to make sure the match type is organic. You want to drop down the advanced filters over here, and you want to, nope, not the ASIN, you want to copy and paste the keyword that we are using, gymnastics mat, and paste, and then apply. Right, we're going to order this by search volume. Bam, look at this. So with gymnastics mat 30,000 search volume, they are ranked #2. Then the next highest keyword with gymnastics mat, and the next and the next and the next, you can see they are #2, #2, #1, #1, #2, #1 40, so there's an outlier. Z athletic gymnastics mat might be something else, might not be relevant, but they are ranked for it, and it might be just an automatic rank. They may have not have just targeted it, and they don't need to because it's irrelevant, and the conversions will be lower because Z athletic is probably some sort of brand, and people are looking for that specific brand. Now, if we continue to go, you can see, look, number 1, ranked number 9, ranked number 11, ranked number 1. Ranked number 42, look, as you can see, this is irrelevant, wedge gymnastics mat. So this is why I say make sure you only pick the relevant keywords, and then you will eventually start ranking for other keywords without you having to put any effort into that. Now, the next bit you can see here is 15, 34, 3, 3, 80. Pink gymnastics mat, irrelevant. That's why they're not ranking for those keywords. Now, as you can see, they're ranked for all of these keywords, which means that they have been putting some effort into getting ranked for this specific keyword and have managed to rank very, very highly for gymnastics mat. And I'm going to keep going down and show you proof. 122 air gymnastics mat, as we saw. This is not an air gymnastics mat. Look, it's not made of air. It looks like it's made of foam. Doesn't say, probably in the description somewhere. Yeah, look, resilient foam interior. So, as you can see, you scroll down a little bit more, look at these, all highly, highly ranked toddler gymnastics mats. See, that's not relevant. Oh. And we can go further down, and there's another 2 pages of this. So these guys are ranked for 147 keywords. Now, if you wanted to see how many words they're ranked on page 1 from 1 to 30, all you need to do is put in number 1 for organic rank and 30, and you can see there are 121 keywords that include gymnastics mat that these guys are ranked for. They are ranked between position 1 and 30, which is on the first page, for anything that includes gymnastics mat. So you can see this is actual proof on how you can go about doing it. Now remember, this is what you need to do. You need to make sure you grab your ASIN, you put it into Cerebro, you find that keyword that is very highly searched for. Now, even if you don't know what the keyword is, or you've missed a keyword, you can always go and use your competitors to see what they're being ranked for. Oops, let's go back. You can also go to see what your competitors are being ranked for. Let's remove this over here. Let's remove that over here and hit the apply button. So we're going to now find out what our number 1 competitor, the guy who's selling or the girl who's selling the most, who is the best seller, is ranking for. So if we ordered it by search volume, it is gymnastics mat. Now, if there's another relevant keyword that you think you should be ranking for, head over to Magnet. I'm going to show you this quickly. So head over to Magnet, type in gymnastics mat. I hope I've spelled that correctly. Get keywords, new search, and we're going to find a keyword that might be even more highly searched than gymnastics mat. And you would do the exact same thing for this keyword. However, I would always advise to target 1 keyword at a time, just like I've shown you. Make sure you only go for 1. So we ordered this by search volume, and as you can see, yoga mat is the first highest search. Now you can go for that, and you would do the exact same thing over here. So you would find anything that includes yoga mat. You'd apply that, and as you can see, there are now 85 words. Start ranking for some of these keywords and do exactly what I said. Put it into your listing and add a PPC campaign for this, and you will start to rank for yoga mat. But you only start to rank for yoga mat if your product is relevant. Now let me just show you something. Once we open up yoga mat, you will see it's yoga mats. These are very, very different products to the product that we were looking at, which is this gymnastics mat. Very different products. So ideally you wouldn't go for that because it's not relevant. You'll be spending a lot of money, time and effort to try and rank for something you're not going to rank for, and you don't want to be in that situation. Guys, now if you want me to make a video on keyword research or PPC campaigns, make sure you comment in the section below so I know that you want this. If you do or you haven't got Helium 10 yet, make sure you grab the 50% off coupon that I'll put in the description. Click on the link and use the coupon code that I'm about to give you. Now make sure you watch the next video. It's a really important video and it's going to be super useful for you, and I'm going to make sure that I put it around the screen over here. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.